Coach, that feels much, much better, doesn't it?
Yeah, it certainly does, Shauna. But it's also an example where we didn't let the lack of success cost us in where we're trying to go. Like if you're organised and you've got a plan and you believe in what you're doing, in the end things will turn around. So the turnaround today was fairly swift. We were very, very efficient. But I think there were still signs in all three of the other games that at our best we're not that far away.
Interesting game today as well, with the Cannons really peppering the goals, but something you don't see very often where they hit the post 4 or 5 times, they just didn't make it count, and in many ways they stayed in the game. We didn't, until the last quarter, really put them away. No,
you're right there, yeah, and because they were still getting a fair bit of the ball, and they were able to connect well with their kicks. They took a lot of marks. So the system that Lance is teaching them to play, like they've got a good system, but they let themselves down in the very crucial part of the game. That's just been able to convert. And there's been times during the year also when we haven't converted and it's hurt us.
And that was, I suppose, the difference today was the execution around the round, where we were a bit more polished with our execution when we needed to be.
Yeah, and I think, Sean, we've had around about 213 kicks. Without going back to each of the games, I reckon we've been averaging about 180. 180 kicks is not going to win games. You've got, I believe you've got to get 200 or more, and then it's how effective you are with your kicks. So, yeah, I thought today we were a bit braver forward of centre and trusting the deeper entries. So we've still got a lot to work on, but we've got a really good result today, and it's very similar to where we were this time last year.
That's what I was going to say. It was very interesting that you mentioned about that uptick in kicks, because 12 months ago we were standing in this exact position talking about exactly the same thing, and from that point onwards last year we lost 2 games for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
So this could be a real kickstart for the season today.
Yeah, it could well be, because it's an intangible and it's immeasurable what confidence can do. And I mean, the ultimate way of getting confidence is to actually win the game. So, I thought that even in the first 3 weeks, at no stage did we lower our blokes. They clearly knew that we weren't doing as well, but just as equally they were up for the challenge of how we were going to get better. And that's a crucial thing in terms of how you actually manage the process of when you're losing. So, there's been some okay signs up till now, but there were some very good signs today.
Still a few things to work on going into a game against a very good opponent next week in the Eastern Rangers as well.
Yeah, is it Oakley next week? Eastern Rangers. Sorry, did I said Oakley? Yeah. So So Eastern Rangers in Melbourne at Box Hill. Yeah. So I mean, we've also know, and we knew at the start of the year, we're travelling at this particular time of the year. So back to Melbourne again next week. But we're country people. We're just used to travelling, and we've just got to now. We can play as well as we did today, continue to work on the things that we know are not good enough. We didn't tackle anywhere near enough today. The opposition had too many marks on the way out. So as you said, Sean, there's lots of things that we can get right. If we continue to get better and do the basics well enough for long enough, well then we'll start to have more results like today.
For now though, let's enjoy this feeling. We'll get back onto it Tuesday night. We'll hook back onto next week, but for the next 24 hours, we'll enjoy this.
We'll enjoy it then. Good on you, Sean.
Thanks, Coach.